So behaviors, what do they mean? We talked a little bit before about behaviors, and that it is a way of communication. A lot of people affected by autism are not verbal. So they can't communicate in a way that we would typically communicate, so they do it through behavior. Behavior could be they want a tangible object. I really like that pen. That's super cool, right? But I have trouble expressing myself. I'm not verbal, so I'm going to throw a piece of paper at you. And I hope that you're going to give me a pen. It's happened. You laugh, but that's such a common example. I want your attention. I want your pen. So I'm going to behave in a certain way that's going to get your attention, that's going to get, hopefully, that pen. Because if you take your eyes off for a second, my pen, woohoo, you know? But, so it could be too that they want a sensation. So we're talking about, okay, my tag feels weird, that hair handle's driving me nuts. I'm going to behave in a way that lets you know that something's not right. I can't communicate it to you, but I'm going to behave in a way that lets you know that something's not right. And then it's up to us to be the learner for our buddy to figure it out. And we're going to do the best we can. That's where the educated guess and check comes in. If this doesn't work, stop it, doing something else. This doesn't work, stop it, doing something else. You got to learn it, see what it is. You want to escape an activity. This is where I talked about when they're stinkers, right? So crafts are stupid, I don't want to do crafts, so I'm going to throw a piece of paper at you. And if I throw a piece of paper at you, you're going to take it down the hallway. Guess what? I win! Woo! Next time I don't want to do a craft, guess what I'm doing? Whoosh! Whacking in the head with a piece of paper. So be cognizant to know you could be playing right into what they want. Now, if it comes that you're going to be taking them out in the hallway, take the craft with you. Make them do the craft in the hallway, so then they don't win. But just understand, behavior means something. Especially to your kiddos that can't verbally communicate. Your behavior is the only way that they have. So just understand. Okay? So it may not be defiance, maybe, but maybe not. So we just need to understand. Okay? And I want you guys to understand, too, there are certain times that behavior issues will manifest themselves more regularly. Transition times are hard. Very hard. Especially if you're going from a high energy environment to a low energy environment. So if you've got a worship experience going on and everybody's singing and dancing and having fun, and now I got to sit and read my Bible. That's not going to go well if you try to get them to do it in like a minute. Okay? Transitions, high energy to low energy, very difficult transition. So learn your kid. Does your kid have difficulty with transition? Extend the transition. So you go from high energy, we're going to leave a couple minutes early. We're going to do some laps around the church. We're going to walk through. We're going to go to the restroom. We're going to sing some songs just us. We're going to do whatever it takes to help bring it down. And we're going to go into the next activity a few minutes late. And we're going to engage. And we're going to see how it goes. Okay? So the transition that would take 2 minutes for a neurotypical kid, we're going to stretch it to 5, 6, 7 maybe minutes, depending on what our kid needs. That transition is going to be hard. So just understand that. And so teachers, when you see an adult and a kid or a teen and a kid walking around in the hallway, they're not necessarily messing around. They could be stretching out the transition a bit. Okay? And this is a point that I want to bring up, the last piece on this about medication. Medication for some kids is essential to help them to be able to develop coping skills, to be able to integrate into their life. Medication is an amazing thing.
Unfortunately, at this point, our camera quits recording. However, to complete Aaron's thought, he is mentioning the fact that there is not a known ADHD medication that works past 13 hours. Therefore, evening ministries can be a very, very difficult time because most children who have been on medication during the day, the medication is no longer effective at night. Another time when behavior can become an issue is when activities are taking place in an environment that is chaotic and unstructured, or the supervision is less consistent. During these times, you need to know your buddy so that you can prevent any unwanted behavior, or you just know not to take your buddy into that environment. The final time where you may experience behavior issues is following a high stimulation, high energy activities. During this time, the buddy's senses are overstimulated and overworked, and coming down from that high can be very, very difficult.